Football. No, not that. This football. American football. Gridiron glory. This ain't your average yearly cash and Madden game. This is the arcade classic NFL Blitz. No penalties, no substitutions, no mercy. If you're a football fan and you've never played this game before, I feel bad for you. They say they don't make them like they used to, and by golly gee, ain't this the goddamn truth with football games. In my opinion, this game is hands down one of the greatest football video games ever made. It's the definition of awesome arcade action. This game makes Ray Lewis after a Super Bowl party look like Mary fucking Poppins drinking a grapefruit White Claw. Even though this game is over 25 years old, don't let that fool you. This game still has it where it counts and has aged like a fine whiskey. The classic example of show some goddamn respect for your elders, you dumb bastard. Need to kill 10 to 15 minutes before you go out? No, put that down, good sir. Keep that bullet in the chamber. Grab a fine Pilsner and play a quick game of NFL Blitz, my man. Fast-paced, over-the-top hard hits, the mayor of Titty City, asses tighter than a lid on a pickle jar. This has it all. It's the NBA Jam version of football. Yeah, you guessed it. It was made by Midway. You all know the story behind their great sports lineups. Rest in peace, my man. In regards to the gameplay, Leonardo da Vinci once said, "Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication." Strong words for my least favorite Ninja Turtle.
You lie!
But it's true. Like a pair of Velcro sneakers, video games on a CRT, an HJ in the back of your '98 Toyota Corolla, getting bullied in middle school for pooping your pants. Back then, times were simpler, and so were the sports video games. And that's one of the great things about retro sports games, the simplicity of it all. 2 to 3 buttons at your arsenal, watching your buddy get pissed off while he got picked off while driving down the field. No learning 25 moves in order to keep up with some 12-year-old dickhead who mastered the new Madden game. Just straight up, easy, fast-paced, violent arcade gameplay. A great thing about this game is that anyone who's ever passed the 3rd grade can give you a run for your money.
They passed the 3rd grade.
You don't need to be some expert at football or some salty vet at video games to learn it. And the average gamer has a chance of beating a person who's played it before. But that's the beauty of it. Easy to play, but hard to master. Kinda like Virtua Fighter 2. If you're familiar with this game, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The game follows the basic rules but with massive changes to encourage faster and more aggressive arcade play. For example, pass interference is allowed. How awesome is that? Look at today's NFL. You so much as lay a finger on a wide receiver's ass cheek and it's yellow flags galore. But in this, late hits are encouraged, and showboating and excessive celebrations are about as common as someone using a plunger at Taco Bell. One of the things I love about this game is that quarters have been shortened to 2 minutes with a faster running timer than real time, and you're only given a few seconds to call play, so everything is a mile a minute. A brilliant part of the game is that you need 30 yards for a first down instead of 10, so every play counts, and because of that, throwing deep to multiple wide receivers and cheap bullshit runs up the side are a must, especially when you're struggling to stay above water. This strategy becomes a lot tougher when you're playing against a human though, which is the way it should be. On defense, you're able to rush the hell up to blitz the quarterback, but that also means that one less person is down the field to cover those multiple wide receivers in this passer-friendly game. Also, a cool thing that the developers added is that the team with the lead often receives kickoffs deeper in its own territory and are more likely to fumble or throw interceptions to help level the gameplay and encourage closer games, which is a cool feature that keeps you on your toes, like Peter Dinklage at a urinal. But let's be real for a second. The highlight of the game is the simple, fun gameplay and over-the-top violence. This is what the game is known for. The game is best played with a buddy, as all retro games are, but believe it or not, the computer is actually a decent challenge on the normal mode and tough on hard. Did I mention there's a season mode too, and that you could save your progress as well as the plays that you created? What more do you need in a football game? Unfortunately, the NFL Blitz series has fallen from grace due to the series losing the NFL license a while back, and the fact that the NFL made Midway tone down the violence each time they released a game in the series, until the game was pretty much like a simulation game. Wasn't the point of the game to not be like a Madden game? Like, what's the fucking point? It's like, hey, can you jerk me off and not finish me, please? I just don't get it. Anyway, Overall, this game is a treasured piece in my collection, and I still love it to this day. Like the condom on my nightstand, this game has absolutely no shot of collecting dust on the shelf, as this is played regularly when my buddies come over for beers. But I know that this game is still loved to this day, because whenever some random person comes over to my house and takes a look at my N64 collection, they always go, "Oh man, you got NFL Blitz? Love that game as a kid." I love hearing that. It's a true test of time. If you own a PS1 or an N64 and don't have this in your collection, you owe it to yourself to play this before you die. Even if you're not into football, I still guarantee you'll love it. If you have kids who are getting into video games, they will absolutely love it because it's so simple and fun. The same way people who didn't care about basketball that loved NBA Jam. On eBay, the game runs you about $15 or $20 depending on the label, so don't be a cheap bastard and gyp yourself out of a great time. Both the PS1 and the N64 are similar experiences and prices overall, so there's no excuse if you're a retro game collector. I should specify that this game is 2 players only, so if you're looking for a 4-player experience, pick up NFL Blitz 2000. It's pretty much the same game, but it supports the 4-player experience. I have such fond memories of this game, and I plan on making more down the road. This is a timeless game that has aged perfectly and is usually on anyone's top 5 football games ever, along with Tecmo Super Bowl, ESPN, NFL 2K, Madden 05, or even Mutant League Football. If you have memories of this game, I would love to hear it in the comments below. And if you don't, definitely give this game a shot. As always, thanks for watching, guys.